All right, we're talking adding and subtracting matrices today, but before we get into that, guys, I'm the math professor, Kyle Martin. This is a channel where we're doing math homework fast and accurately, right? So when can I add and when can I subtract matrices together? And it turns out you can only do so when the size of the matrix or its dimensions are the exact same, okay? So for example, let's go through A, B, C, and D here and just say what those dimensions are. So we always do it by their rows, first number of rows. This one has 2, and this is a 2 by 2 matrix, right? 2 rows, 2 columns. B is going to be a 3 by 3. I guess I probably should have made these different sizes for their rows and columns. That way we kind of know which is which, the rows and the column. But C there for this one has 3 rows, 3 columns, also a 3 by 3. And then lastly, of course, D is going to be a 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, 2 by 2. So again, in order to add or subtract these together, they have to have the exact same dimensions, okay? So let's see if we can do this. We're just going to answer yes or no for these 8, and then we'll get into some problems where we actually do the adding and subtracting here in the next screen. Okay, but here it says A plus B. Well, A and B, those are not the same, so we cannot add those together. What about B plus C? B plus C, yeah, those are both 3 by 3, so we're going to say yes. Yes, we can add those together. D minus A. D minus A, yeah, those are both 2 by 2, so yes. D minus B. 2 by 2 minus a 3 by 3. No, we cannot do that one. B minus C. B minus C. Yep, those are both 3 by 3. So yes. A plus D. 2 by 2s. Yep, we can do those. B plus D. 3 by 3 plus a 2 by 2. Nope, that's not going to work. And then lastly, A minus B. A minus B, that is not the same, so those will not work. All right, so we're going to take all the ones that did work, this one, and these two, and let's do that on the next screen. All right, so I got all those written out for us from the last screen there, but one thing to note before we do this is when we add these together, add or subtract them together, you're going to also end up with the same dimension matrix that you had to start with. Okay, so for example, this started as a 2 by 2, and if I add that to D, or subtract it here, that's going to also be a 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, so the first one, let's try it here. This is B plus C, B plus C. I also wrote them out down here for us. And the way we combine these is we look at the same position. So like the upper left is also going to combine with the upper left. So 0 plus 10 is going to be 10, all right? 1 plus negative 9 is negative 8. 2 plus negative 8 is negative 6. All right, and then in the next spot, next row down here, negative 3 plus negative 7 is negative 10. 4 plus 6 is positive 10. Negative 5 plus 5 is 0. And then 6 plus a negative 4 is 2. Oops, 2. Negative 7 plus 3 is negative 4. And lastly, 8 plus negative 2 is 6. Okay, so we have our final matrix for B plus C right there. What about D minus A? Let's try this one. D minus A. All right, so negative 10 minus 0 is negative 10. So again, it's going to be a 2 by 2 matrix. 12 minus 2 is 10. Negative 1 minus a negative 4, this is like negative 1 plus 4, so it'd be 3. 0 minus 6 is negative 6. All right, so 2 by 2s go nice and quick. Let's do another 3 by 3 minus another 3 by 3. This is B minus C now. 0 minus 10 is a negative 10. 1 minus a negative 9, or 1 plus 9 is 10. 2 minus a negative 8. 2 plus 8 is 10. They're all going to be 10s. And then negative 3 minus a negative 7. Negative 3 plus 7 is positive 4. 4 minus 6 is, let's see, that's negative 2. Negative 5 minus 5. Let's see, negative 5 minus 5 more, that's negative 10. 6 minus negative 4 is 6 plus 4, which is positive 10. Negative 7 minus 3 is negative 10. There are a lot of 10s. And then lastly, 8 minus a negative 2, of course, is 8 plus 2, which is 10. All right, a lot of 10s. Let's try the last one, A plus D. This should go a little bit faster, a 2 by 2 plus another 2 by 2, A plus D. All right, 0 plus negative 10 is negative 10. 2 plus 12 is 14. Negative 4 plus negative 1 is negative 5. And lastly, 6 plus 0 is 6. Okay, so again, when you add these together, whether it's a 2 by 2 plus another 2 by 2, a 2 by 3 plus another 2 by 3, you just look at the same position that these are in, right? For example, the top left is going to combine to the top left, and then your answer is going to be the same dimension that those first two